In the case of nuclear or radiological fallout, people living around...
Today is Sunday, March 17th, 2024. In case you haven't noticed or been paying attention, Donald Trump is experiencing cognitive decline. He seems to really like dictators, and he's unusually cruel and insensitive to others. For all intents and purposes, Donald Trump is an existential threat and danger to the freedoms and democracy in America. Oh, but please don't take my word for it. From his mouth to your ears.
Appointment, a guy named me. China has total respect for Donald Trump and for Donald Trump's very, very large brain.
Very, very large brain.
Saudi Arabia and Russia will repeat you.
What the fuck did he say?
10,000 known or suspected gang members.
Suspestos? No, you Google it.
The wheel is older than the wall, you know that? Every single car out there, even the really expensive ones.
Which wheel and which wall is expensus?
Controlled by large donors.
Controlled by large derns. What the fuck is a dern?
Unelected regulators and regulators.
Regulators and regulators? Okay.
Our hope is a word and world. Authority and authoritarian powers.
Our hope is a word and world? And this still doesn't bother you? Okay.
Beating expectations in the House for the midterm and midterm year.
Midtown considerations are extremely important. Don't ever forget that.
They sacrifice every day for the furniture and future of their children.
It's always important to sacrifice for your furniture. Don't you all know that?
When they gaze upon Yosemites, towering sequoias.
Was that his version of a Yo Mama joke? You know, Yosemite? Don't be talking about or gazing at my mama like that.
Did with Obama, we won an election that everyone said couldn't be won.
Who's gonna tell him? He needs to know. Where are his people? Y'all need to get on this.
You know how you spell us, right? You spell us, U.S. Now just pick that up.
Way to go, Sparky. You get to go to the head of the class. Look at the big brain on big old Sparky Trump man.
I hope they now go and take a look at the oranges of the investigation, the beginnings. The Mueller report, I wish, covered the oranges, how it...
These cruelty and insensitivity to those in peril or difficulty is legendary.
Remember! He's going like, I don't remember. Maybe that's what I said. This is 14 years ago. They didn't do a retraction. 2 nights ago, we all heard Crooked Joe's angry, dark, hate-filled rant of a State of the Union address. Didn't it bring us together? Remember, he said, I'm going to bring the country together. I'm going to bring it together. No. He's a threat to democracy. I will tell you, he's a threat to democracy. Weaponized government, weaponize the FBI, weaponize...
He loves and reveres dictators because he wants to be one.
The Prime Minister of Hungary, and Viktor Orban has done a tremendous job in so many different ways. Highly respected all over Europe. Probably, like me, a little bit controversial, but that's okay. That's okay. You've done a good job, and you've kept your country safe. Of outsmarting our country. Putin even sent me a present, beautiful present with a beautiful note. We just left Moscow. He could not have been nicer. He was so nice and so everything, but you have to give him credit. Russia is like, they're really hot stuff. I think I'd get along very well with Vladimir Putin.
He's running his country, and at least he's a leader, unlike what we have in this country.
Yeah, but again, he kills journalists that don't agree with him.
Well, I think our country does plenty of killing also, Joe, so,
Then he called me a genius. He said Donald Trump is a genius, and he's going to be the leader of the party, and he's going to be the leader of the world or something. He said some good stuff about me. Russia, if you're listening, I hope you're able to find the 30,000 emails that are missing. I think you will probably be rewarded mightily. People came to me, Dan Coates came to me, and some others. They said they think it's Russia. I have President Putin. He just said it's not Russia. I will say this, I don't see any reason why it would be. So Putin is now saying it's independent, a large section of Ukraine. I said, how smart is that? And he's going to go in and be a peacekeeper. You got to say that's pretty savvy. It's not that Putin is smart, which of course he's smart, but the real problem is that our leaders are dumb. Vladimir Putin, has anybody ever heard of Vladimir Putin? Of Russia says that Biden's, and this is a quote, politically motivated persecution of his political rival is very good for Russia because it shows the rottenness of the American political system. One of the presidents of a big country stood up and said, well, sir, if we don't pay and we're attacked by Russia, will you protect us? I said, you didn't pay? You're delinquent? He said, yes, let's say that happened. No, I would not protect you. In fact, I would encourage them to do whatever the hell they want. You got to pay. You got to pay your bills. And you know what? Now we have this great relationship, and let's see what happens. We're going to have another meeting. Chairman Kim would like to have another meeting. We'll have a meeting. I was really being tough, and so was he. And we would go back and forth. And then we fell in love. Okay? No, really. He wrote me beautiful letters. And they're great letters. We fell in love. President Xi is like central casting. There's nobody in Hollywood that can play the role of President Xi. The look, the strength, the voice. It's good to have a good relationship with Putin and Xi and all these people that have lots of nuclear weapons. And Kim Jong-un I have a good relationship with. He's a tough, smart guy.
Donald Trump is a danger to democracy in this country. Heed his words from his mouth.
Media has been focused on this and attacking you. Under no circumstances. You are promising America tonight you would never abuse power as retribution against anybody.
Except for day one.
Except
Look,
what?
he's going crazy. Except for day one.
Meaning?
I want to close the border and I want to drill.
That's
drill,
not. That's
drill.
That's not.
No, no.
That's not retribution.
I'm gonna be. You know, he keeps. We love this guy. He says, "You're not going to be a dictator, are you?" I said, "No. Other than day one, I'm going to be able to sell those guys if I get elected." Now, if I don't get elected, it's going to be a bloodbath for the whole. That's going to be the least of it. It's going to be a bloodbath for the country. That'll be the least of it. But they're not going to sell those cars. They're building massive factories. A friend of mine.
Thanks for listening. Thanks for your comments. And have a nice day.